everyone, in today's video I'll be showing you how to find off-market deals for wholesaling real estate. I'll be giving you some tools and some resources to show you how to find deals the free way and the paid way. And if you don't know what wholesaling real estate is, wholesaling is when you find a motivated seller, you place them under contract, and then you sell that contract to an end buyer, and then you keep the profit. So currently we are on a website called DealMachine. DealMachine is great. It is a great tool for finding off-market deals because they base their entire software around off-market properties. So when you sign up using your 7-day free trial through the link that I'm going to be dropping in the comments, then you're going to get unlimited contact information as well as skip tracing. So they're going to give you $1,000 worth of free skip tracing as well as an AI powered dialer. So you do not have to, use a third party phone or Google Voice phone or even your personal cell phone to reach out to these property owners. They have a powered dialer that you can use. You will also get a bonus $500 call limit as well as 50 postcards. So if you cannot reach these homeowners for whatever reason via call or text, you can also send them postcards where they will get a physical card in the mail, just explaining how you buy properties or whatever your wholesaling company does. So if we scroll down, you will see here where you're able to enter your email address to start your 7-day free trial, and if you love it, you can go from there and keep the subscription. Also, I would love it if you guys just give me feedback on what you think of this DealMachine platform as well. So now, since we've discussed DealMachine, I want to move on to a more popular software called PropStream. PropStream is very popular because a lot of wholesalers use it. It is more so similar to the MLS that realtors use. It is our MLS as investors, so we love PropStream. We use it to find more information about the property, also to pull potentially motivated seller lists as well. So I just typed in a random property, and as you see, a whole bunch of information comes up. We see the mortgage, the debt, the value. We also see the property type. This is a single family property. Is it distressed? No. Beds and baths, square footage. We can also see the owner's name as well as their mailing address. So just a little tip here, if you can't get in contact with the property owner using this address, then you want to go ahead and use the mailing address that is listed for the contact owner, the property owner. So as we scroll down, it tells us more information about the zoning, the land use. It also tells us more information about the ownership transfer, how they bought this property. Was it through a tax foreclosure sale? What type of deed is it? The sale amount. It tells us more information as well about the previous owner who owned this property and sold this property to the current owner. So if you want to pull lists from PropStream, what we're going to do is we're going to go to filter. We're going to scroll down where you see free and clear. You can pull free and clear lists. You can also pull high equity lists. You see how many high equity properties there are around this area. We can also pull pre-probates as well as tired landlords and tax delinquent properties as well. After you pull these properties from PropStream, you're going to want to go ahead and skip trace. Now I use batch skip tracing. I've been using that since I started. I'm a simple girl. As long as it works, I don't see any need to switch. So I've stuck with batch skip tracing. That's what works for me in my area where I am. And PropStream also has a skip tracing that you can use as well, a tab that you can use. So after you skip trace it, go ahead and call these owners up, text them. I've noticed that a lot of homeowners prefer texting than talking on the phone. So if texting works better, then go ahead and text them. If you aren't able to get in touch with them, you can also do other things like leave ringless voicemails, and I'll show you all how to use that feature. So with the ringless voicemails, I typically use my CRM, and the CRM is called REsimpli. So REsimpli is a tool, a CRM tool, but they do a lot of different things. So you're also able to not only store your information in there and your, network in there and your leads, but you're also able to do multiple different things. It comes with a dialer. It also allows you to schedule drip campaigns, as well as make SMS, email, ringless voicemail templates. So if you're interested in the ringless voicemail, just come on up to ringless voicemails and you can record ringless voicemails if you are having a hard time getting in touch with your sellers. I have a cash buyer ringless voicemail. I'll let you hear it.
Hi, my name is Tiara. I wanted to reach out to see if you are still buying properties in the area. I do have an off-market property that you may be interested in. Please give me a call back, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
Hi. So that was my cash buyer ringless voicemail. Something simple, something quick and easy. If you are a one-person operation, the ringless voicemails may be great because you may not have a lot of time to just call a whole bunch of homeowners. Just, all you have to do is send the ringless voicemail to all of the homeowners, and they will get the voicemail on their phone. And if they're interested, they will give you a call back. And you can also schedule these SMS text messages as well. So we talked about DealMachine, we talked about REsimpli, we talked about PropStream. Now we're going to move on to Facebook. So Facebook is one of the ways that I got my first wholesale deal by using Facebook Marketplace. So what I did was I typed in houses for sale. I included the area that I was interested in investing in. And then what I did was I reached out to property owners. I made sure that they were the homeowner and not a wholesaler, because there are certain ways that you can tell that a property is listed by a wholesaler. So just some of the ways. I clicked on a random house, 3-bed, 2-bath. They want $100,000 for it. I'm going to scroll down, and it says we buy homes, no need for repair. So this seems more like an ad to me, and it is from a wholesaler. So just different ways to tell, like, okay, this property is listed by a wholesaler, but this property right here, they want $170,000 for it. We scroll down. It is not formatted as a wholesaler would format this. So it says house listed under market value, 3-bed plus bonus room, full bath. We don't list our properties like this. So more than likely this is a homeowner, for sale by owner. They're trying to sell their house. I've already sent them a message. I'm not going to message them again until they reply. But all it said was, hi, is this available? It was already automated, set up, and I just pressed send. That's literally all you have to do. And my goal was to make 5 offers a day. If I can make 5 offers a day, that means that I would get 1 or 2 contracts a month. So if you're on Facebook Marketplace and want to do it the free way, then just make sure you are direct to seller. It is okay to work with wholesalers as well and JV with them as well if you have a buyer, or if you are the wholesaler and you're looking to sell the property. It's okay to JV with another wholesaler who has a buyer. That is one of the quickest way for you to get your deal sold. So other than Facebook Marketplace, you can also find free leads as well on Zillow for sale by owner. So if you're on Zillow for sale by owner, you can scroll through and see what properties are for sale. I was in the Texas Marketplace. So if we type in Texas, you can see more for sale by owners. Click on them and get their contact information and give them a call. So the thing is with for sale by owners, being that it's already on Zillow, most of the time what I am learning is that although it's on Zillow and it is for sale by owner, they're kind of not motivated because they're stuck and they want that price for their property, that whatever they listed it at. So you're going to run across, you see some for sale by owners, but they're pretty much, they don't want to budge off of that initial price that they set. So that's the only thing that I'm finding, as far as Zillow for sale by owners. But one of the ways that, if you do have a little capital, and I mean a little capital that you can put to the side, is you can run Facebook ads. Okay, So you can make posts, you can make videos as far as I buy houses. This is what we do. We can help you if you're stuck in foreclosure. We can help you get your home sold fast. You know, you don't pay us any commission. You don't pay us any closing costs. You don't pay us anything, okay? So that's just a way to generate leads, inbound leads, instead of cold calling, sending out text blasts, just doing some of the repetitive things that, you know, wholesalers do on a day-to-day basis. You don't have to talk to anybody. You just run ads and you generate leads. So I started doing Facebook ads about 3 months ago, and I have already generated 135 inbound leads. I want to click on one just to show you an example of, you know, some of the leads that I have been getting. So this is an inbound lead. If we scroll down, we have their contact information, we have their full name, their email address, as well as their phone number. So we don't have to skip trace or do anything like that because they're giving us all of this information. We also have the property address. Why are you looking to sell? They're in foreclosure. What is your current asking price for the property? It's $580. So $580, that is more of on the retail price side of things, and their estimated timeline to close is 1 month. Is the property currently listed on the market? They say yes. So usually if the property is currently listed on the market on Zillow or whatever they have it listed as, we really can't do anything for them because it's been exposed to a lot of people, like hundreds of people, and there is rarely anything that we can do on our end to get this property sold. So we don't like to work with properties that have already been exposed to the MLS. He's already said yes, and it says if yes, we're not interested, and he still submitted this form. But I just wanted to show you guys, for example, of the leads that we get. These leads are warm leads. They want to sell. They're in some type of distress, and they're desperate. They just want to get it off of their hands. So these are the type of leads that you will be getting. Not these exactly, but you will be getting warm leads. So that's what inbound leads are. And all you have to do is follow up with them. Get some basic information about, you know, their condition, just more information about the motivation and how you can help them. And if it works for you and makes sense for your company, then go ahead and get them under contract and start your dispo process. So this is just some of the few ways that I recommend for finding your first off-market property and you're getting your first wholesale deal. And if you all have tried any of these ways, I would like to see what you all think of them. And if you have any questions, please feel free to drop it in the comments. I will be happy to help. See you all in my next video. Bye.